My mother was a housewife and a very obedient wife. She really took my father as a role model. She listened to him, she obeyed him a lot. Whatever vision he brought to the family, my mother would follow through with it. If my father said to my mother, this is what I want for my children, this is what I want for this marriage, my mother never questioned. She obeyed and she listened to him. Hafidhaha Allah ta'ala, may Allah preserve her. My early days, it was my mother, the way she was. My mother would get a bag of sweets. She would sit in the living room. She would get all of her children. My mother had 7 kids. She would sit all of her children around her. Hafidhaha Allah. And she would ask us Islamic questions. And anyone who got it right would be given a sweet. So for example, she would ask us, this surah, what surah is before it and what surah is after it? If you answered it, you got a sweet. She would ask us the prophets. Who is the father of Mathalan Yusuf alayhi salam? What prophet was his father? So you'd have to answer it quickly. I always say to parents, and I really saw my mother was, my mother spent her time talking to us. And having that relationship where you talk to your children, you're always conversing with your children, you have a direct relationship with your children, it's one of the ways to have a good bond with them. Tell them what you're doing, why you want to do it, what's the reason behind it. Explain things to them. Don't get agitated and angry. Explain things to them, why you've chosen, why you've made that decision. It's not even wrong to tell your children that you did a mistake. I shouldn't have said this, I shouldn't have done that. So that they learn from it as well. That's what I saw from my mum. And my mother, parents' evening, when she goes to parents' evening, the first thing she would ask teachers is, my son, what's his character like in class? What's his manners like? My mother would ask manners first. That's one of the things that I asked my mum recently. Why would you ask about my character and manners first before my grades or if I've understood the subject? She says it's because if you're ignorant, I can teach you. But if you have bad manners, that's a problem. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. You're of great character and moral. Anyways, my mother would go to the parents' evening and she would say to the teacher, how is his manners, how is his etiquette? If the teacher says that he talks in class, that he's a chatterbox, or he doesn't listen, my mother didn't care whether she was standing in front of the teacher, she didn't care, she will slap you there and then. I remember one of the situations, my mother, she slapped me in front of the teacher, and the teacher stopped my mother and said, you can't do that, don't do that. And a few days later, the teacher started telling me, Abdurrahman, if you don't listen, I'm going to tell your mother again, you remember what happened last time? She would say that. But my mother was very gentle, she was very caring.